Karl-Anthony Towns has been putting up huge numbers of late. Mentioned it at the top of the broadcast, 2010 or better in 5 straight. His career high is 7.
Wondering how they were going to match up against Minnesota. Jonathan Isaac is a combo 3-4, very athletic young man. We're going to scout him later in this game.
And then Isaac forces the turnover, runs the floor, gets the bucket. Not sure if he was trying a shot there, or if he thought somebody was going to be coming to the rim for an alley-oop try. In any case, the Timberwolves get the basketball, and Jeff Teague.
Much resistance on that switch. Teague letting him have it.
He's trying to make up for all the time missed in 1 quarter, being 1 in hook shots attempted in the league this season. Fournier. And the Magic.
Man, that is crazy. And it's true, man. I just, like, seriously, people ask me all the time if I play basketball. If I don't want to deal with it, I always say no.
And he's averaging career highs nearly across the board, including 3-point shooting. The find there for Gordon. He's also averaging, as Vucevic, career high in assists.
Yes.
And he is getting awfully close. Gordon underneath, kicks it into the corner. There's Fournier, and Fournier drills the 3.
You've got to be able to knock down that mid-range jumper.
Augustine drew the defense and then fed Vucevic, who has a chance for the 3-point play. Dario Saric will get up off the bench for Minnesota. Jim, I mentioned Steve Clifford taking over at the helm in Orlando.
Sizing him up.
Touch pass inside as Saric takes the contact and 1 for Dario.
Saul Brandis, who believed in a young Jim Pete.
Fournier, what a feed in the flush by Isaac.
To this dunk and dished off by Fournier.
Put the pedal to the metal in the shooting percentage department. 79% to start this game. Towns, the drive, the finish.
Stay spotted up, who made a nice basket cut. You see Aaron Gordon and Isaac cut a lot from those slot areas. And Fournier
contact there. The Wolves are lucky that they didn't blow the whistle. Wiggins, what a spin move. Andrew, man, that was nasty. Pace as they're 27th in the league, but man, when they have an opportunity, they will seize it.
But for them to get a dunk in transition after a make is not good. I mean, Tom Thibodeau cannot be happy with that.
Gordon feeding Bamba underneath, and that was terrible from a Timberwolves perspective, but awfully pretty from a Magic perspective. Well, and you've had Anthony Tolliver on the floor for over 4 minutes, and he's certainly always looking for an opportunity. Magic score coming out of the break.
See guys coming for the handoff, that cut back door and get layups.
Wiggins turns it over. Augustine will take the 3 and make the 3. It's been that kind of night so far for Minnesota. Good hustle by Gorgie Jang. Tolliver chased up the 3-point line and then throws it away. Gordon outraces Saric and then rises for the stuff.
Boy, when you watch Aaron Gordon play, he does some crazy dunks. I mean, that was really vanilla right there, but from the slot where he caught it, got fouled, and reverse dunked it. And that's just, that's easy pickings right there for him.
I mean, we've known for a long time Aaron Gordon could dunk.
Secondary backup point guard.
Although the way he's been playing, he's been making a case to stay in that lineup.
That's true.
Ross now for Dario as well. Jonathan Simmons crossing over Dario. And the end 1 for Simmons. When I go home, he said he wasn't sleeping, didn't want to get into the specifics of exactly what was wrong. Tolliver rises baseline for the 2-handed throwdown. But the bottom line was, he said he needed to stop watching basketball at night because he would get home and he'd put on League Pass like so many of us do. But instead of watching casually, all of a sudden he would find himself starting to work. Gordon doing some work inside. Was it to change that? He said, listen, he said, bottom line is I was pretty sick and I was going to do whatever the doctor. And as I'm talking about Steve Clifford, we've got dunks back to back to back.
And the fact that LeBron James will not travel to Minnesota and Dallas.
Former NBA slam dunk champ back in 2013.
Come on.
Jonathan Isaac. Okogie the drive and finally gets a make, his first in 4 tries tonight.
Tough cover for AT, who's really a 4 trying to stay with Evan Fournier. I mean, that's one of those deals where you almost got to switch with him and not make him chase through those screens like that.
Towns gives it up. Vucevic was setting up like maybe he was going to try to draw a charge, and Towns sensed it. Wiggins and Andrew aggressively probing again, comes up with the bucket. He's up to a dozen.
Roll him up.
Gibson rattles it in. It's back to single figures. Wiggins kicks it out. Teague wide open. And Jeff Teague.
Excellent offensive possession for Minnesota. They kept on probing and attacking until somebody got an open shot. I was a little shocked.
Towns and the Timberwolves have it all the way back to a 2-point game.
What attempts?
I remember
1994.
I remember that, Jim, because looking up the record for who had the most attempts and most makes against the Wolves, that stood for a long time.
That's one of the things he gives you. You know, he gives you that track down, that quick power. Jeff Teague knocks down the triple, 7 of 18, perfect from outside the arc.
Teams are good to go. Gibson able to get it to roll in. Just a 38-9 run. Fournier trying to get the magic back in this. Orlando certainly has proven in this game they're capable of going on a big run as well. You got to keep the pedal to the metal here. Fournier now in franchise history that they will play in every time zone on one road trip.
Well, they've only played 16 road games. Teague gets it, goes in.
My goodness, Jeff Teague. 27. Fournier, no. Okogie dumps it up for Taj Gibson and one. Getting paid by Josh Okogie. Timberwolves lead by 13.
So many problems.
Wiggins, no. Sharp.
Go ahead, Dario.
And Towns there for the putback. He's got 17.
Yeah, he's been the better player here. Vooch started out with 12 quick points. He's got 18 in the game as Fournier makes a nice basket cut.
Make it 7 consecutive points for Fournier.
Jonathan Simmons is not a point guard.
Towns off the feet from Andrew, stuffs it through.
Driving it on the baseline, collapsing the defense. Mo Bamba tries to stop him, but Karl Anthony Towns swoops in from the slot out there, spotted up. He doesn't stay spotted up. He's 6 advantage in the quarter so far.
Time winding down. Towns with a block to close out the quarter.
Patty cake.
Early, Timberwolves have pushed it all the way to 13, settled for a 10-point lead to start the fourth, and well, let's just go ahead and get it back to 13.
And when he did it, people got hyped. It was an effective thing. As Jonathan Simmons
getting hyped.
he got up on that. He gave you the Dominique, I'm going to pump it down to the waist, and I'm going to bring it, I'm going to go around the defender, and I'm going to throw it down on him.
There was some question whether or not Jonathan Simmons would even play tonight.
And that's when teams can get stronger. You start having injuries and guys step up as Kogi makes a nice little pass to Dario Saric, who knocks it down.
Shot clock down to 4. Tyus attacks, finishes.
With 18 on the floor, you can switch out Towns to a guy who's coming off a pin down. Minnesota switched that time. And
looking to have an impact on this game tonight, and he really has done that. 23 points, 9 assists for Teague tonight. And Teague getting his 10th time right there.
I'm told by our crack producer, Vanessa Lambert, who...
What a dunk by Awandu.
Remember Kem Birch?
Oh yeah, he crushed the Timberwolves last year.
Had one of his best games as a pro last year.
Timberwolves will end up winning it 120 to 103. Coming all the way back from 19 down to match their largest comeback in a game this season.